All right, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be reacting to Bleacher Report's an article that Greg Swartz put out. 2020 NBA playoffs, final seeding, and predictions round by round. Now, I'm going to give my take on each round as he puts it in. And just say what I think is going to happen. So, let's get right into it. This is just off of prior knowledge, off the dome, basically. An NBA champion will be crowned, hopefully. You know, we're not even certain about this. It could get pulled back, let's be honest. Final standings predictions. Let's see what he's got for the East. He's got Milwaukee at 1, Toronto at 2, Boston at 3. I agree with that fully. Miami at 4, Philly at 5. I'm going to assume he's got the Nets at 6, or let's say he's got the Pacers at 6. Yeah. Orlando at 7 and Brooklyn at 8. So he has Orlando jumping Brooklyn, which I could see happening just because Kyrie's out, no KD, a lot of injuries over there. They fired their head coach, I think. So I could see a lot of that happen. Actually, I don't know if they fired him yet. I'm not certain about that. Western Conference Finals. We've got, final seedings. We've got the Lakers, obviously, at 1. They're way ahead. Them and Milwaukee. The Clippers at 2. So he's got the Clippers jumping the Nuggets. Houston at 4. The Jazz at 5. Oklahoma City at 6. Dallas at 7. And now the big question, who does he have at 8? Between Memphis, New Orleans, and Portland. Those are the 3 I would really say are close. I'm going to assume he's got... I think he's got Memphis. Wow, he put Portland in there. He thinks... Okay, so Portland's getting Joseph Nurkic back. They're going to be fully healthy. They are going to be like a completely different team. I think they're about 3.5 games back, though. So they've got a lot of work to do. But, wow. I mean, he's got Portland making it. We'll see if that it doesn't really matter because they're going to get knocked out by the Lakers, but... Now, with a healthy Joseph Nurkic, exactly, who was set to return from a leg injury, and Zach Collins, the Portland Trail Blazers will stay within 4 games of the Memphis Grizzlies to enter a play-in tournament, all while holding off the New Orleans Pelicans, San Antonio Spurs, Sacramento Kings, and Phoenix Suns for the 9th best record in the conference. Portland wins 2 games against the Grizzlies, and the right to play the Los Angeles Lakers in the first round and get their ass completely whooped. Alright, Eastern Conference quarterfinals. We've got the Bucks and the Nets. No Kevin Durant, no Kyrie Irving. Spencer Dinwiddie, Caris LeVert, and Jarrett Allen are good enough to make for some competitive games. I disagree. But the Bucks, and I think this is Bucks in 4. Yeah, alright. He's got Bucks in 4 as well. That's what I would say. Raptors, Magic. A repeat of last year's opening round, where the Magic did win the first game last year. I'm going to take Raptors in 5. He's got Raptors in 4. Alright. Celtics, Pacers. I'm taking Celtics in 4. I don't even need to look at it. I think the Celtics might make it to the finals. He's got Celtics in 6? No way. I don't think that stretches 6 games. I don't. I know that Vic is back and everything, and he's just starting to look like himself, as you say. Indiana will look to dominate the paint with Domantas Sabonis and Miles Turner. True, they will do that. But Tatum, that Boston 5 is like incredible, man. Their starting lineup is incredible. So I'm going to take Boston in 5, actually. I would say Boston in 5. So it's not a big deal saying Boston in 6. At least he got it right. This is a very tricky one. Heat and Sixers. 2 of the slower, more physical teams in the NBA, the Heat and Sixers, will play the most entertaining first-round series of all. I can agree with that. I'm going to take the Sixers in 7 here. Yep, that's what he did as well. Alright, I can agree with that. Jimmy Butler should do his best to get into the heads of Simmons and Embiid, reminding them who carried the Sixers to the playoffs last year. Damn, you're really going to say that? I don't know, man. I just think Embiid's a little bit too much for a lot of teams in the East. So I'm with it. I'm with Sixers in 7. All right, Western Conference quarterfinals. Lakers, Blazers. I've got the Lakers in. You know, LeBron doesn't lose in the opening rounds, man. He does not lose in the opening rounds. I've got the Lakers in 5, though. I think the Blazers can sneak 1 game. Lakers in 6? This guy is crazy! Despite Damian Lillard believing his team can knock off LA, James has never dropped a first-round matchup, which he won't, in 13 playoff trips, a streak that's not ending this season either. Exactly. But, I mean, I get that they're going to be full power, whoever they play, but, I mean, they got to play that play-in tournament, so they'll be a little bit hot. I get it, but, I mean, I can't stomach taking... Sorry, I got a text from my father. I can't stomach taking the Blazers the Lakers in 6. It should be Lakers in 5. There's no way they drop 2 games against these guys, even without home court. Clippers, Mavericks. This is going to be a sticky series. I'm telling you right now. This is Clippers in 6. He's got Clippers in 4. What? This guy is crazy. The Clippers already possessed one of the best rosters in the league before adding Marcus Morris, Reggie Jackson, and Joakim Noah. Reggie Jackson and Joakim Noah aren't going to do a damn thing for them. Now, making them perhaps the deepest as well. I'll agree with that. They are very deep. While Dallas has the NBA's best offense rating this season, this will be the first playoff trip for both Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Compare that to Paul George, 76 games in 8 years, and Kawhi. All right, I get what you're saying, but to say that they're not going to win a basketball game is a little crazy to me. I think this is different than what this guy thinks. I think this is Clippers in 6. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Don't forget, the Clippers put together a new basketball team. They added 2 superstars to the mix who haven't played together a lot because they've been injured for a while this year. So I would take Clippers in 6 personally. Nuggets, Thunder. He's got Nuggets in 7. Fair enough. I don't really know enough about these guys. I don't think the Nuggets are that good. The Thunder, yeah, they're led by Chris Paul. They've got, what's his name? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's really young. They have decent pieces, but it's not enough to win a series. So I would take the Nuggets, probably in 6, personally. Rockets, Jazz. Give me the Rockets in 6. I mean, this would be a nightmare matchup for Utah, given Houston's new small ball identity. With no traditional center in their lineup, the Rockets may force Rudy Gobert off the court for stretches, taking away one of Utah's greatest strengths. The other thing is that the Jazz are in disarray right now. I'm pretty sure Joe Ingles said he's not going to play because of coronavirus. Donovan Mitchell essentially hates Rudy Gobert. So the Jazz are in disarray. I wouldn't be surprised if this was Rockets in 5. I would personally bet on Rockets in 6, but it wouldn't surprise me if this was Rockets in 5. Alright, Eastern Conference semis. You got the Bucks and the Sixers. There is absolutely... oh, man. I wish the Sixers kept Jimmy Butler because I think they could do it then, but I think the Bucks are knocking them off in 5. Bucks in 6, that's safe. Yeah, the Bucks are a little bit too much. They've got a lot of shooting outside of Giannis. So I think defenses tend to pinch in. So I wouldn't be surprised if this went 6 games. They tend to pinch in the playoffs. But, I mean, I think the Bucks are still a little bit too much against someone like the Sixers. Now, I will say this. On Christmas Day, Embiid proved that he can guard Giannis. He proved it. So this could go 6 games, and I think the Sixers could, if they play really good basketball, they could steal this series. Possibly. Possibly. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm just saying it could happen possibly. So, Now we've got Raptors Celtics. This is where I think me and him are going to disagree. I think he's going to take the Raptors. And I think this is going to be a really good series. Really, really good series. But I would take the Celtics in 7. That's what I would do. I think he's going to take the Raptors, though. No, he took Celtics in 7. Wow. All right. So we agree on that one. Western Conference semis. You've got Lakers, Rockets. I'm going to tell you right now, and I know that he's going to disagree with this. The Lakers will knock off the Rockets in 4 games. 4 games. I watched them play. When Houston had the small ball lineup against the Lakers, they cannot handle the likes of JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis, LeBron James. They're not going to be able to handle all of that. I think the Rockets drop every single game. I'm going to take Lakers in 4. He's got Lakers in 6? What is up with him thinking the Lakers are going to go deep in these series? I don't understand that. They're like the best team in the league. It's a little weird to me, but Clippers, Nuggets. This isn't even going to be a series. Clippers in 5. This guy is all over the Clippers, yo. He's got Clippers in 4? I need to read his explanation, for fuck's sake. As good as OKC is, these Clippers are far better. Yeah, obviously. Nikola Jokic should have a monster series given his success against the Clippers during the regular season. Life won't be quite as easy for Jamal Murray as he should see a healthy dose of Patrick Beverley every night. Yeah, with Murray somewhat neutralized, Denver will need Paul Millsap, Michael Porter Jr., and Gary Harris to pick up the slack against 2 of the NBA's best defensive forwards in Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. That won't be easy. The Clippers had 4 players average at least 20 points per game against the Nuggets during the regular season. Leonard, George, Lou Williams, and Montrezl Harrell. Harrell's not averaging 20 against these guys. Get the fuck out of here. Putting up 118 a night as a team. As good as the Nuggets are, the series won't be close. I agree that the series won't be close, but I think they can sneak at least a game or 2. I mean, jeez. I don't like the Nuggets at all, but Eastern Conference Finals, you got the Bucks and the Celtics. This is where me and him are bound to disagree. I'm taking the Celtics in 7. While so I'm gonna read everything that he says here for these last 2, since this is, or these last 3, I should say. While the Bucks lead the Celtics by nearly 10 games in the East standings, the series won't reflect that kind of disparity, nor will it look to repeat of the gentleman's sweep against Milwaukee handed Boston last year in the playoffs. Yeah, so if you remember last year when these 2 teams played, Milwaukee did fuck up Boston pretty bad. Boston took the first game, they won by like 18. Paul Pierce came out and said the series was over, Boston's going to win it in 4. And then the Bucks won all 4 of the next games. So, but, I mean, you got Kemba Walker instead now. You got your full team healthy. You still got a great head coach. Your bench is at least decent. I think Jason Tatum takes a huge step in these playoffs, and I think that the Celtics make it to the finals. Just without no home court. Like, listen, if this was regular NBA where we're playing home courts and shit, I would take the Bucks because they're so good at home. It's like the Warriors that one year. They're just so fucking good at home. I think the Bucks have dropped like 6 games at home, if even that. So I would take the Bucks in that regard, but there is no home court. So I'm going to take the Celtics because I think Jason Tatum's going to take a huge step forward. He's got Bucks in 7, so he thinks it's going to be a tough series. He thinks it's going to be a tough series, but he can't quite give it to the Celtics. All right, that's understandable. Western Conference Finals. This is where it's about to get sticky with me and this guy. I know, based on what this motherfucker has said, I know that he's going to take the Clippers in like, I bet he says Clippers in 6. That would be my guess. Anything lower than that's disrespectful, first off. This series will go at least 6 games. I think this is a complete toss-up of a series. I'm going to be honest. I don't... Losing Avery Bradley really hurts. Of course, they did just sign J.R. Smith, but losing Avery Bradley does really hurt. I think J.R. can do a lot of what Avery does, though. He can play at least decent defense. Not quite as good a defense, but decent defense, and he can still hit that three. The Lakers are just so big, man. They're so big. I mean, I think the Clippers have been trying to get as big as the Lakers this whole year, and they're not quite as big. That's why I think the Lakers will take the series. I think Anthony Davis really steps out of his shadow and shows what he can do in the playoffs this year. So I'm going to take the Lakers in 7. Wow, he's got Lakers in 7 with me. Wow. All right. Wow. Leonard is also considered the best in the league at defending LeBron James using his combination of size. Yeah, man. So I've got Lakers Celtics, he's got Bucks Lakers. So we get that good old Lakers Celtics back if it goes my way, and I'm gonna take the Lakers in 6, guys. That's just what I'm gonna do. He took Lakers in 6 over the Bucks, anyways. So this guy has the Lakers winning the chip. I can get with that. Yeah, exactly. As this guy said, Clippers ain't sweeping the Nuggets and Mavs. For sure they're not. Yeah, they're not going to sweep the Mavs. Definitely not. They might sweep the Nuggets. I don't think they will. But they're definitely not sweeping the Mavs. Just based on matchups. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you're new, please consider subscribing and turning on post notifications. That way you're notified every time I upload. I've been lacking off with the uploads, but I really want to get back into it, and I want to figure out exactly where this channel's going. I don't know exactly where it's going yet, to be honest with you. I'm just kind of trying to figure that out. So if you have any content you'd like me to react to, or any certain types of videos you'd like me to react to, please leave that in the comment section. I'm really interested to hear your guys' feedback. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.